Old school is back. It's here. I thought it was time to dust off the Nintendo GameCube, or, in my case, fire up Retro Arch. This is Tube Slider, which is supposed to be a bit of a F-Zero or a Wipeout clone. In fact, and I read this earlier, a few of the development team behind F-Zero Maximum Velocity on Game Boy Advance helped with this game. So, yeah, Tube Slider, this game was supposed to be an addition or an entry into the F-Zero series. It was supposed to be an F-Zero game, but for whatever reason that didn't come into fruition, so they went away and made this instead. I do have some reviews on the wiki open in front of me, or rather review scores. I'll get to them at some point. But let's check this out, because I love Wipeout. I mean, who doesn't? And I loved F-Zero on the SNES. It's the only version I've ever played, F-Zero on SNES. I haven't played the other ones. But anyway, I think vanilla is the car for me. And I can't believe I just called it a car. Let's just call it a vehicle, because I'm not too sure what these things are. Music is fantastic so far. So it looked beautiful upscaled. Oh, can I change the tracks? Look at that. You change the tracks, the music tracks, I mean, with the D-pad. That's cool. So here we go. Let's slide on some tubes. This looks more F-Zero. This looks more Wipeout than F-Zero to me, I have to say. Oh yeah, this looks gorgeous. But again, this will be the Dolphin Core making things look a bit shinier, a bit more pretty than they would have originally, I guess. Okay, so it's just the two buttons that do anything. So I'm emulating this by using the PlayStation 5 controller, the DualSense. And it is circle to accelerate, and X does like the turbo charge maneuver thing, which you could see charging up actually on the bottom right there. It handles nice, this does. Listen to that music kicking off. I don't think the music is licensed. I don't think they're real artists. I'll soon find out when I upload it to YouTube. Okay. And also, this is exclusive to the Nintendo GameCube. You could not play this anywhere else. So, yeah, I'm trying to do that more with Old School, or with the channel in general, and that is play the exclusive games to said platform. Although sometimes it is, I was going to say funny, but it is interesting, looking at games on the different platforms, especially like when they're really good on every platform except one, and then just trying it on that one where it's supposed to be bad. Good example is FIFA International Soccer, the first FIFA game. Brilliant everywhere, but not on the Amiga. Absolutely dire on there. So, yeah, that's a good example that I've just given you guys there. I'm proud of myself with that example. But anyway, back to this. Tube Slider. I can't stop saying the name of this game, Tube Slider. It's very strange. I mean, it makes sense. Like, I'm sliding around tubes. Yeah, I like this. I think it's okay. I will say, though, guys, it feels very basic. Very basic. But definitely some good fun to be had here. It's a good arcadey racer. You haven't got any weapons from what I can gather. At the start of the race, it did offer me two modes for my vehicle, turbo or whatever the other one was called. I went with the turbo, as you can see again on the bottom right there. But this is cool, and the GameCube is a console which we give a little bit of a hard time to on the channel, but I'm going back to it a lot. There's some very good games on the Nintendo GameCube. Very good games. I'm so far ahead. Look at the little mini-map. So you've got a guy, or another vehicle basically, behind me. And then behind them is a huge gap. So I am playing on normal difficulty. It did offer me 2. I've gone with normal, basically. But that was easy. But these races always are. Mario Kart, etc., etc. It eases you in on the Grand Prix, doesn't it? Before it ramps up in difficulty. But I like this. It's decent. In regards to review scores, I'm going to try and not suck at the racing and tell you some scores here. EGM, Electronic Gaming Monthly, I seem to always start with their review scores. They're everywhere. They've reviewed all the games. I'm still not entirely sure who they are. But anyway, they give this a 4 out of 10. And seriously, guys, just glancing over here at the scores. Oh, I've crashed because I'm glancing. I've got to do less glancing. But it is so mixed. This is a Marmite video game, this. Some people thought it was fine and others hated it. 4 out of 10 at EGM. 5 out of 10 at GameSpot. But then it gets at Nintendo Joe, never heard of that publication either, 7 out of 10. And also Play, I remember Play, they scored this game a 4.5 out of 5. So like I say, the Marmite experience, that's this game. Yeah, I think it's a 6 or 7 out of 10 game. What I would say is, and I've already hinted at it, I could see this getting pretty boring quite quickly. I'd still rather play Wipeout any day over this. Any day, every day I should say. Every day of the week. I'll play Wipeout now on PS1. But yeah, I don't know, there's something about this. Like I say, it feels like there's something missing. But it's just a bit basic. It's just a bit Bobby basic at the end of the day. Oh, so what I'm gathering here, you absorb the energy from the other vehicles, which then goes into my booster, because that's rising now. But how was I doing that? I'm not entirely sure. It was kind of doing it automatically. But yeah, I like these quirky titles. Is this a quirky title on the GameCube? But like I said, I like these exclusive games. Console exclusive games. Because the GameCube's got your obvious exclusives, Mario, Sunshine, etc. But this flew under the radar for me. It flew down the tubes. Oh, I can't believe I went there with that joke. So bad. So bad. Oh, this looks nice visually. It runs really well. Like, it's so jump in and play. I do like that about it. Pure arcadey racer fun, this. And sometimes that's all you need. Oh. The music's got the Segas about it. I mean, this is developed and published by a Japanese development team. I don't know if it's a Nintendo game though. I don't think it's published by, or sorry, developed by Nintendo in-house. I don't think it is. Right, let's scroll up on the wiki quickly. You'll notice a quick edit in this video, but I wanted to look at who the developer is, or is. And it was a company called Interchannel, NEC in Interchannel. I've never heard of them, guys. I have to say. So yeah, not published or developed in-house by Nintendo at all. You can kind of tell it hasn't got that Nintendo polish for me. But I think visually it's really nice. Really, really nice. I mean, I love these, like, just see-through glass. Are they supposed to be glass or plastic tubes that I'm driving, floating, flying through? Because it gives you that feeling that you're just going to go into free fall, and obviously you don't. I like that. So it's definitely something maybe I would have seen in the arcade at my local bowling complex or whatever, and just enjoyed playing. It's that kind of game, isn't it? I like it. It's not one of the best games I've played on GameCube, nowhere near, but I like it. But I'd still rather play F-Zero or Wipeout. But anyway, let me know if you've played this game, guys. Let me know what you think of it. And also let me know your favourite Wipeout and your favourite F-Zero game. Because like I say, I've only ever played Wipeout 2097 and that one we recently had on PS4. And I've only ever played F-Zero on the SNES. So yeah, let me know. Because I won't mind looking at some more games like this. But anyway, I've rambled on for far too long now. Look out for more content coming to the channel. I'll speak to you all soon.